Hi everyone, and welcome back to this video. Okay, so I'm at Michael's right now, and I'm trying to decide between two different projects. Now, either, well, I saw a good yarn. Okay. Either I could get some of this and do a blanket for my friend, kind of mix and match some colors. I could get some big brunette blanket in two specific colors for one friend, and this one for another friend. Or, and they would both be blankets, but those would be the two options for two different friends. So the purple, gray, and white would be for one friend, and then it would be like this blue with like a light pink for another friend. I would get this yarn and then like this color. I do have some of this at home already, but I would want to get this just so I have enough to do like a little mushroom hat that I've been wanting to do. And I would do it in like these two. I'll have to think about it for a little bit, but I have some time, so that's not a huge deal. I just need to think about what I want to do. Also, I was telling my sister this last time we were here. I have the finger knit pumpkin patterns from Sap Stuffies, and this would be like perfect for that. I'm already thinking about like fall stuff, like this, and then this those would be like perfect. What's this one called? Firewood and then branch. Like these would be perfect. Oh boy. I don't know what to do. I know I want to do something. It's just the main reason why I'm hesitating on the blanket is because I'm doing a blanket is because I already have birthday gifts. Well, I already have birthday gifts for my one friend where it would be this yarn, and that would have to wait until Christmas. So it's like I already have enough time to hold off on that one. For the friend where it would be this yarn and some pink, it would be for her birthday, and her birthday's in September. So I have time for that too. But the biggest reason why I'm holding off, or not holding off, the biggest reason why I'm hesitating, excuse me, is because I'm working on the temperature blanket. So it's like, I don't know if, I don't know if I want to add another blanket that's going to take a while to what I need to do. And I already have a system worked out with my temperature blanket, so it's like that's not a huge deal and it's not going to interfere too much. But it's like adding another big, longer term project when I think what I need is like smaller projects. So I already have stuff for Winnie the Pooh for my friend, but I'm going to do that for her for Christmas, so I have enough time to do that, and I already have the yarn. I'm thinking I might want to do like some of the other Winnie the Pooh friends for some of my other friends for Christmas, but the yarn isn't, they don't have the yarn colors that I need, or all the yarn colors I would need for that. Okay, there's 2 different shades of pink for piglets. I could get piglets. So it's like I could get the yarn for piglets. They don't have yarn for a Tigger, and I kind of would want it to be matching with like the yarn. So they have yarn I could use for piglet. They have one color I could use for Eeyore. But like I could use like this one for Eeyore. Is this even the same? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I could use that one for Eeyore, but it's like I would need like a very lighter color. I could use the pink for Eeyore, so I guess I would have enough for Eeyore. It's just Tigger. They usually have this brand. I really like this brand. It's the Hometown Lion Brand yarn. I love this yarn. So I might hold off on that for a little bit because usually they have this in pretty decent stock. Do I just need to give myself like a little? That's the thing. It's like I think I need like a little project, like a small project. So I might go with the hat. And something else I've been doing too is all this. This would be a fun yarn. I want to do something in this. So do they have like a lighter pink in that? Because that actually might be good for my friend. I don't think they do. But because my one friend, she likes like dark blue and then baby light pink. So it's like I know what I'm going to use for her blanket. But I think I might go with the mushroom hat. I think I just need to hang out here for a little bit and decide. We'll see how it all goes. Also, this is not the purpose of this video. I just figured since I was going to Michael's, I'd take you along with me. I already want fall stuff, and I don't know how to feel about that. I already want fall stuff. And then once fall is here, I want Christmas. So it's an ongoing cycle that I'm trying to work through. So as you just saw, I went to Michael's and this is what I got. It is for the mushroom hat that I was talking about. I decided to go with the smaller skeins just to make it a little bit more manageable with the space I have available. I need to put my hair up, so yeah, so just to make it a little bit more accessible, manageable, well, not so much accessible, but just to make it a little bit more manageable for the space that I have available, I went with the smaller skeins. I think just for a little bit more of a stark contrast, I'm going to do this as the main body of the hat, and then this as the accent. I do have my microphone on this, so I will be holding it while I talk. But yeah, I will link the pattern I will link where you can buy the pattern down below in the description. So if it's something you're interested in or interested in looking at, check it out down below. But like I mentioned earlier, going to Michael's was not the point of this video. As you can tell from the title and the thumbnail, we are talking about things I wish Michael's would do that Barnes & Noble does. And just as like a disclaimer, I don't expect Michael's to do these things, and I understand from a business perspective why they don't. Just from a consumer's perspective, though, I think it would really benefit them from both, like, it would be from both a consumer and a business point of view. I do think it would benefit them, even though, like I said, I do understand why they don't from the business point of view strictly. But yeah, like, I understand why certain things are done, why certain things are not done, but I do think it would benefit them, like I said, if they did these things. So just to hop right into this, first things first. Oh, actually, before I hop into this, I've decided that usually what happens is when I upload a video to here, my crochet channel, is I'll update it to my other channel, Shanna Does Stuff, as well, and I'll include the little stay connected card at the end of the video. I have decided that I'm not going to do that for future videos. If I feel like I need to, or I feel like I want to upload to both channels when it's a crochet specific video, I'll do that, but I'm not going to tailor it for Shanna Does Stuff just because it is a crochet related video. So it's just like, I'm not going to put too much fuss and effort into it. So beyond the fact that it is a crochet related video. So I just wanted to put that out there. I don't think this will be up on Shanna Does Stuff just because I have so many videos already scheduled out that I'm trying to let those go up. And because I have to upload through my phone now, it's a little bit harder to tell. Like, when I'm uploading something to YouTube, I can already have the YouTube Studio open, the YouTube Creator Studio open, so I can see when I will post it. But when I'm uploading from my phone, I can't have that already open. I mean, I can always figure it out beforehand, but like, I'm just trying to make it easier on myself. So this one probably won't be going up to Shanna Does Stuff as well, but it'll probably most likely just be on a C Crochet Studio. But I just wanted to put that out there. Now, after 4 minutes of this talking part, we're getting into this. First things first, monetary credits that don't expire. So I really enjoy the fact that there are monetary credits when you spend a certain amount. So you get like a $5 voucher, a $5 reward, which I really like. And Barnes & Noble has something similar with like the $5 reward. I'm not quite sure how Michael's calculates that or what point you have to get to for spending. I personally haven't quite worked that out, or I haven't really paid that much attention. But it's like you spend a certain amount, you get a $5 voucher. With Barnes & Noble, you build up to 10 stamps, and one stamp means $10 spent. So you basically spend $100, build up the 10 stamps, and then you get a $5 reward. Now, I wish that Michael's credits did not expire. Like I mentioned earlier, I understand why they do this, because it kind of forces you, if you want to use the voucher, it forces you to go in before it expires to use it. So it's like, And if you have like 10 or 15 built up based on how much was spent, um, because you can build it up, but it expires by a certain date. So it's like I said, I understand why they do that, because it forces the consumer base to go in. Something I've been talking about a lot on my on Channel This Stuff is conscious consumerism, which feels um like you saw in the clips, I was trying to be conscious with what I was getting, and conscious with what I was spending. Um, but it's like it's one of those situations where it's like it forces the consumer base to not be as conscious, where it's like, oh, I have to spend this $5, so I'm going to go in and spend a minimum of like $6-7 so that $5 can be knocked off, or like at the very least spend a minimum of $5 so I don't have to pay as much because I have the $5 credit. So it's like it's not really being conscious about consumer. Like we're put into a corner where it's like we're not being as conscious with how we're spending, what we're spending on. So it's like I wish the credits didn't expire, because like I talked about it on Channel Dust Stuff, where it's like for Barnes and Noble, I like letting it build up a little bit. Sometimes, like depending on the amount that I'm spending at Barnes and Noble on a given day, sometimes I will use the $5 credit right away, or the $10. But I like letting it build up a little bit, because then it opens the door for like a splurge of sorts. A little bit later on. Like what I'm trying to do right now for my Barnes & Noble membership, I have a premium membership, so I get 10% off. But what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to build up so that around my birthday, when I go with like my friends and family, I'm trying to build up so that I can have a birthday splurge. And I'm not, I mean, I'm still spending quite a bit, because I still have to spend money to be able to build that up. But like, it's one of those things where it's like, there's a part of me that would want to be able to build up my Michaels rewards, like the $5. I would want to build that up and then have a splurge around my birthday, you know, or like, it's that kind of a deal. So it's like I wish the credits didn't expire. The second thing is, like this one would take a little bit more consideration for me and a little bit more thought, because I do have my Barnes and Noble paid membership, but I wish they had at least one membership that's guaranteed, that's paid yearly. Um, um, so yeah, have at least one. I was just reading what I had put down. Have at least one membership that's paid yearly. So like you have the basic and the gold tiers. You leave those free. Leave the gold tier as something that you build up to, because that's what happened with my account. Like just with like how much I was spending and how much I was going to excuse me, with how much I was going to Michael's. And I also told my friend, I was like, hey, if you want to use it, you can use my number. So that also helped with how much I was spending. It bumped me up to a gold tier. I think they have like a platinum tier, so it's like in this case it would be have that third tier, the platinum tier, or maybe even like call it something else, like diamond tier or something. But have a guaranteed paid yearly membership that you don't have to build up to. Like for me, it would make sense for me to have a paid yearly membership that's not necessarily something to build up to, but it would make sense for me with how much I'm going to have that paid for a membership, because then I'm not like, and maybe this could be integrated with like the monetary credits that don't expire, like have a paid membership. And if you have that paid membership, then that's when you can build up credits without worrying about them expiring. Because then it's like people can still do let's say they have like the basic gold and platinum tiers free, and then you just, well, free quote unquote, but you build up to it with how much you're spending. And then you have like a fourth tier, that's the paid yearly one. There's a yearly amount, annual payment, and that one, let's say it's like a 40% discount on one regular purchase item. There's 60% off birthday discounts. Your credits don't expire, and maybe instead of $5 in credits, maybe instead of a $5 voucher every time you hit the milestone, you get a $10 voucher. So it's like that it, like I said, it would take some consideration for me because I do have my paid Barnes and Noble um, membership, which is about $40 per year. So it's like I would have to take that into consideration. Also doing like a Michaels one, so or adding a Michaels on top of that. But it's something I think I could do, and it's something that would make sense for me. So moving on, I have one, two, three, four, five, six. I have six in total. So the third one is a Michaels specific reusable bags, like how Joanne said. I have a few of them, but excuse me, I'm a little bit gassy today. So Michaels specific reusable bags, like Joanne said, like Barnes and Noble does. But kind of like Barnes and Noble, like this is something else you can factor in with the paid yearly tier. So like if they have a paid for membership, a paid for tier, you get a free tote bag each year of your choice with size and variation option, because it's like in some cases you don't need a large bag with some crafts, but in some cases like with yarn you might need a little bit of a larger bag depending on the weight of the yarn. So it's like size and design variations, and if it's a if they have a paid for membership and you have a paid for membership, then you get a free tote each year that you renew it. So I'm giving you all ideas. Michaels, I'm giving you ideas for free. So the next one is more coupons and more discounts based on the membership tier. Now I haven't built up to the platinum tier yet, just because I do go often enough that I probably could build up to it. But I think the last time that I saw something that I saw where I could build up to it, it was like, oh, spend $800 by like April 16th or something like that, and it was already like April 5th or 6th, and I was like, I'm not going to spend $800 in 10 days. Are you crazy? So it's like, I don't know what the discounts and what the percentage per dollar back is. Like with the gold tier, it's $6 every $1 spent, or 6% every $1 spent. So you get 6 pennies back every $1 spent. And then you have a 20% off discount for any single regular price item. And you have that coupon you have that coupon 24/7, but it's for one item each purchase. And then there's like I think it might be like a 40% offer, a 40% discount around or during your birthday month. I'm not quite sure how that works out, so I'll have to see. But so like there probably are more discounts and coupons for that, but I kind of wish that there was like another coupon or two for the gold membership. And again, maybe there are more for like the platinum. So I just didn't build up to that one yet, and I might not. So it's like that's also kind of why I would want like a guaranteed paid one, because it's like I might never build up to the platinum one, but it's like, hey, if I spend like $40, another $40 for a paid membership for another store that I go to, it's like that's gonna just benefit both parties in the long run. So anyway, that's like more coupons, discounts based on the membership tier. The fifth one is for any membership related. Now, this one again, I understand why they don't do this, but I think it would benefit. It would benefit both parties. Um, for any membership related discount or coupon, I think they need to just have, especially if you're gold or platinum tier, especially. I think this one would be more applicable to gold and platinum tiers, or if they start doing a paid membership to that, where for these membership related discounts and coupon codes, because oh, I skipped the line. So for these membership related, starting over, I'm so sorry. For these membership related discount and coupons, they should include all products, because it's like you're obviously spending enough money to be bumped up to the gold tier, to be bumped up to the platinum tier. So I think membership, you're like a gold member, you're a platinum member. So for those membership specific discounts and coupons, there shouldn't be any exclusions. Because like my thinking is, just like as an example, Barnes and Noble, I have my paid membership. So if I'm looking at books, if I'm looking at like a craft book, like I would want to get a craft book at Michael's because that's where I'm getting the most inspiration for my crafts. Like I'm not getting a whole lot of inspiration for crafts at Barnes and Noble because like they have like the same craft kits over and over again, and it's usually in the annex, and it's usually not a wide variety of things. Whereas with Michael's, it's a craft store, so you have a wide variety of crafts, and you have a wide variety of craft-based books. So it's like if you have the gold membership or the platinum membership, or like I said, if they include like a paid for yearly one, they need to remove the exclusions for those member-related discounts and coupons, because that's just going to give me more incentive to buy more books, to buy more craft related books from Michael's. Because like I said, like the fact that there are still exclusions for those coupons for books, like I'm not going to buy books, I'm pretty much not going to buy any more of my craft books from Michael's when I can search it up on Barnes & Noble and get it through Barnes & Noble and get my 10% discount. Because like if the book is like $25, I'm gonna get a 10% discount, and yes, it's only like $2.50 off, but I'm still gonna get $2.50 off from it at Barnes and Noble, where Michael's I would have to pay full price. So that's my thinking, and that's why I think at least for gold and platinum tier members, they need to remove the exclusions. So, but like I said, I do understand where they're coming from. However, I think it would make more monetary sense because, like, as a customer who frequents Barnes and Noble, who frequents bookstores, and who frequents a bookstore where I do get discounts, like, that's where my thinking is going to be. Like, where can I get the discount? Where do I not have to pay full price? So, the very last one is a Joann's dedicated area that stays on one place. Now, again, this one really depends on the store location and the available space in said store location. But I think it would really benefit them, at least starting off, while they're trying to integrate more Joann's items and Joann's brands, and maybe not Joann's brands, but Joann's specific products like fabric. Where it's like maybe the fabrics aren't a Joann's brand, but it was a very Joann's specific product when comparing Joann's and Michael's. So like having a Joann's dedicated area, and do not move it like the one I was just at. So there's the yarn in the very back corner. That's where I was at early in the video. Maybe like that back section, like keep the yarn where it is because we need the yarn where it is. But maybe dedicate one or two aisles, like another two, three, 4 aisles. Dedicate that to like some Joann's stuff, because I'm sure, like I know that Joann's was really clearing out its inventory and its stocks during like the last couple of weeks while they were open, but like there's probably some stuff left over. And also too, like with some of the with the brands that Joann's had partnered with, like yarns, like there were certain loops and threads Michael's has had previously, but there's been like certain loops and threads, sub brands or types of yarn, and the same with like Bernat blanket yarn, Bernat yarn, and there's certain brands that Joann's partnered with that weren't available in Michael's, where it's like, here's a section of Joann's yarn, here's fabric, here is like Joann's had boxes, like Joann's had box containers, like storage containers that were small. I have a couple over on my dresser. They're kind of hidden right now, but it's kind of like stuff you could put little miscellaneous stuff into. Have some of those too, because those are perfect for crafters, for storing like yarn, for storing little bits and bobbles that you need for crafting. So it's like have a Joann's dedicated section. So with all of that said, we are going to wrap this up now because I've talked enough and it was just the 6 points. And while I enjoyed going to Joann's, I think we've Oh, Jesus Christ. I miss Joann's. Well, I enjoyed going to my clothes. This video is getting kind of long. So I will see you all. Thank you all for watching. And I will see you all in my next video.